gangster, I'm the rap trickster. Paparazzi, I'm break it down like this. Yo, it's time for me to pump up the volume. No problem, the record's revolving. Evo's a mixer, I'm the rap trickster. Paparazzi on the bum rush for pitching. Coolio, cooler than ever. Punk execution at peace, pull the lever. Rotate the wax, sync cut, action track. Check it out, I'm
right now we like in my little trailer on Law and Order Special Victims Unit, so all you people that think that as far as, you know, doing these TV shows and this movie stuff is real glamorous, I guess you can see the high-tech caption, the materials, and how everything is so lush and lavish in my television and my component set here that hasn't never worked since I've been on the show. And it's, you know, this is what you do. You know, you go out, you say the lines, you come back here, you sit, get a little minute to try to pick up the next scene. The trick with episodic drama television is that it's just one movie that never ends. It changes episodes, but you're always the same character, and you just keep acting it and acting and acting. So it's not as hard to me as far as doing films sometimes, because in every film, you know, there's different people. You play a different character. But this is cool, you know, I get to work with Richard Bells, with Chris Maloney, Richard Hargitay. Everybody is real nice, and I just took the job for the hell of it. You know what I'm saying? I was in LA doing the music and stuff, and I got a call from Dick Wolf, and he was like, yo, you want to be on this show? And I've done New York Undercover with him, and it was a good experience, treated me first class, and it was like, okay, you want to try to do this? And I just like doing different things. I like trying to expand myself, because I don't know where I'm going to end. I can do the music, but then who knows, I may end up doing television in the long run, or maybe directing. So this was a cool gig for me to do. I don't have an entourage. I come to the set by myself. I got my little backpack, and I set up here and I just knock it out. So in a way it's kind of refreshing too, because I don't need to bring anybody with me. This is like a one person gets up in the morning at 5:45 in the morning, you just go knock out your work. Compared to music, where you're usually rolling with mad posse. Later on you see in the music parts so many people. This is just like isolation. You just do it by yourself and stuff. Hey, yo, did I tell you to open the door? That you just open the door.
No, I'm sorry. Should I come back in a few minutes?
No. What the fuck do you want?
They wanted to invite you to set.
All right, I'm on my way.
Copy. Thank you, sir.
That's a fucked up job right there. Okay, let's go.
Oh yeah, it's going down. It's big. Now we're gonna walk in the scene. We're gonna make this money for Dick Wolf. I was at my house minding my business. I was kicking it with Fab Five Freddy. And Fab Five Freddy was there. I got a phone call from Andre Harrell. They were talking to each other, and Andre at that point had something to do with New York Undercover. I said, well, if you give me a bad guy role, I'll play on the show. So they did a show called, I played a character called Danny Up, and I did one episode, and at the end of it, Dick Wolf came on the set and he said, I don't want to kill you, would you come back and play another one? It was cool, so I did 3 episodes. At the end of the day, those episodes got 3-point spikes on them, so that was like 3 million additional viewers on my shows. Dick Wolf's a very interesting guy. He's very straight up. If he likes you, he'll work with you over and over again. You just can't ask him for a raise. If you ask for a raise, end of the friendship. I look at this like a day gig, you know, like compared to making music where you gotta create something from scratch and you don't know if people are gonna like it. You do this show, it's a job more than likely. You know, the show, the original Law and Order was on 13 years, so I've been on this show 3 years, and it's something to do, you know what I'm saying? And when I got on the show, they were asking me, you know, first I didn't know how to play the cop, you know? And then Dick Wolf was just like, well, just pretend like Ice-T is a cop. How would you handle the situation? So that was like, he just threw me a big old, like a here, motherfucker. Here's the easiest job in the world. Act like yourself. So, this shit's easy. So here we go. Now this is set. We got to go in here and knock it out. The character I play on this show, his name is Odafin Tutuola. Now, where I got that name from, I don't know. Only thing I could think of is the writer who came up with the name thought he would make an elaborate name, and that way he could get his money. Because if he had a name like Frank Johnson, they wouldn't have thought he thought. And he's so Odafin 220, what the fuck? So they call me Finn. And now we just blocked the scene out. It's getting ready to happen. Now we gotta go change wardrobe because this was not the same day, you know. My back story is that I'm supposed to have been a narcotics detective. And that's what allows me to deal with some of these cases with a little stronger hand, a little more aggressive manner. Munch, played by Richard Belzer, he's ex-Homicide. They actually drug his character straight from the show Homicide onto this show. So we kind of deal with things a little bit more straightforward than Mariska and Chris. They're a little bit softer, and when we come in, we start smacking people up, and, you know, yanking them around. Well, all right, that was how it happened right there. That was like, look, knock it out. That scene was supposed to take 3.5 hours, and that's what the Men in Black
15
did.
minutes, baby.
I used to be tripping in L.A. I would be driving to work at 5:45 in the morning to do a show, and then at 1 o'clock my broke-ass friends would call me up and ask to borrow money. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm up early in the morning, you bum-ass motherfuckers asking me for the loot. So, you know, these are some crazy hours. It's like when everybody else works 8 hours, that's when we break for lunch. And then we do it again. This bread is gonna be worth more money tomorrow because it got warmed up by my ass. I probably shoot till 4 or 5 this morning and stuff. This is what we do on Friday. And when these people think about celebrities, you say, well, why don't we don't see celebrities? Because celebrities work, motherfucker. That's why you don't see celebrities, stupid. Now, right now, it's like already 2 in the morning. Crew's restless.
Ready to party.
They're counting, yeah, they're ready to party. They're counting on me and Belzer to knock these scenes out fast because really you shoot it till Saturday, you sleep Saturday, then you got a one-day weekend, right? It's complicated and shit. We gonna see me shoot a little scene here. I work with Richard Belzer tonight, who used to be a comedian, and now he's a hot actor. He was on Homicide.
I thought it was a really interesting casting choice to have somebody like Ice come onto the show. And I've never really worked with anyone who was nicer and easier to get along with. We're both on the same page. We both want to get in and get out, and we don't care how we look. And people ask actors, you know, what do you look for in a script? Ice and I have the same answer: days off.
Oh, here we go. As far as acting like a cop, man, cops and gangsters are the same. Cops and gangsters are exactly the same. They're heavies. They got guns, power, and they walk into the room and they want some answers. And if you don't give them the answers, you're gonna deal with them. You know, so playing a gangster or playing a cop is identically the same. Most of the cops pick up the lingo of the streets, so they talk like drug dealers. They talk like what we call the perps or the perpetrators of the crime. So, you know, they street smart. You can't tell. You can't tell with a cop from the criminal, really, most of the time. And so that's very easy. Chris Maloney, one of the stars of the show, plays a convict on Oz. You know what I'm saying? So it's a similar acting. It's not a stretch like, you know, I guess, you know, if you really want to see me out of character, because I only play cops and robbers, you'd have to see me like, I don't know, taking care of the kids. I leave Ice home with all the kids, and they jumping out the crib, and they running around, and me in the water hose and the water balloons and some funny shit like that. But nah, all this stuff I do is pretty similar. I play heavies. And then people ask me, they say, well, you think you're getting typecast? And I'm like, well, come on, most of the great actors are typecast. If you say somebody like Bogart or Bronson or Clint Eastwood or all those cats, you get typecast. I mean, De Niro is typecast, you know what I'm saying? Pacino's typecast. So I don't have a problem with that being a heavy. That's cool, you know, but I could do some comedy. I'm a funny motherfucker. It's not extremely complicated.
1 minute warning. Thank you.
It could be complicated for some people, but then, you know, lacing up a shoe is complicated for some people. They can't. They flip the laces and it's all knotty. You gotta let them lay flat. Another level of the game, you know what I'm saying? And this is straight up Law and Order. This is NBC, nothing but Caucasians. This is the final level for a black man on NBC. This is real shit. This is like not sets, right? We're in a real market, and I'm trying to find out who really works here so I can steal. You know, pretty much that's it. I don't know if I got a girlfriend. I don't know. I heard I got a kid. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't really let you. I've never gone home on the show yet. But, I mean, that's not what Law and Order is about. Law and Order is about the criminal, the capture or the apprehension of the criminal, and then seeing if they make it through the criminal system. And that's the whole trick to these shows. You know, even after we do bust them, we don't know if we got a case, and that's what makes the shows hot. You never know. Bad guys walk sometimes, so just like real life. These cats are so professional. See, a lot of the people that are on this show, they on Law and Order, they did New York Undercover, they all know each other. So it's not like that inconsistency that goes on in films where people don't know what the fuck they're doing. This is more like a machine. This is closer to like having a job. When you do movies, you don't really know. They don't know. That scene they're shooting in the movie, they never shot before. These cats do it every day in and day out. They knock out the set. So, you know, it's real easy, and everybody just kind of like minds their business and just tell you what to do. I mean, I literally can be shopping in the afternoon and be like, oh, yo, I got a shot. Bail right out of the street, run, get to the set, knock out a scene, and be back out in 3 hours. I used to trip because I was like, yo, people are in movies and they get one scene or something, and it's a big thing. It's like a day of preparation and everything like that. And after you do this for a while, it's just like knocking it out, you know. And then he's putting a lot of stuff on film. It's just a lot of work. But it's good at the end of the day. At the end of the day, because then you become, to do anything well, you got to somehow get some kind of comfort zone and relax zone. And that's when the best work comes out. Yeah, see, this is paper. The trick is to say what's on this paper
Without looking at it.
without looking at it. But go back to the trailer again. This is what you do all night. And check us out. We cops. You know, hunting bad guys, rapists. SVU.